So I want to recall, why is the law 21 in the first place? Why did we increase the law from 18, 19, which was set by the states individually, so as low as 18, to 21? So on July 17, 1984, President Ronald Reagan signed the National Minimum Drinking Age Act, which required states to raise the drinking age to 21, or else they face a 10% cut to their federal highway funding. And the law was originally intended to reduce drunk driving fatalities that spiked in the late 70s and early 80s. And as statistical evidence shows, the law has been effective. In a study by R.B. Boas titled Assessing the Effectiveness of Minimum Legal Drinking Age and Zero Tolerance Laws in the United States, data on all drivers younger than the age of 21 involved in fatalities in the United States from 1982 to 1997 were used in the study, and results indicated substantial reductions in alcohol-positive involvement in fatal crashes were associated with the two youth-specific laws, those being the MLDA law and the zero tolerance law. And the policy of limiting youth access to alcohol through MLDA laws and reinforcing this action by making it illegal for underage drivers to have any alcohol in their system appears to have been effective in reducing the proportion of fatal crashes involving drinking drivers. So after Reagan's law was in effect, with its intentions of reducing drunk driving accidents and fatalities, exactly that happened. The results showed that increasing the drinking age from 21, or from 18 to 21, definitely reduced drunk driving accidents and fatalities. So additionally, granting youth more access to alcohol may show an increase in crime rates. In a study by Christopher Carpenter and Carlos Dobkin titled The Minimum Legal Drinking Age and Crime, using a census of arrests in California and a regression of discontinuity design, we find that individuals just over age 21 are 5.9% more likely to be arrested than individuals just under 21. And this increase is mostly due to assaults that are alcohol-related and nuisance crimes. Because those who are over 21 are legally allowed to drink, and allowed to go to bars and purchase alcohol publicly, they are more likely to commit these alcohol-related crimes. And policies that restrict access to alcohol have the potential to substantially reduce crimes because alcohol, as is known, can impair rational thinking. So alcohol-associated crimes significantly reduce with more strict laws. But however, there is a line to how much we should restrict it. As we saw in the 20s with Prohibition, that gangsters like Al Capone and George Remus provided alcohol to many consumers, and criminal organizations profited from Americans' insatiable desire for liquor, and defended those profits by murdering hundreds of competitors and infiltrating businesses, labor unions, and government. So totally banning it gave rise to crime organizations, so there is a line to how much we can restrict it. And this also brings up, if we want to lower it to 18, it brings up the question, a future question, how much lower should we bring it down? Once 18 and 20-year-olds are able to acquire it, won't younger teens also be able to more easily acquire it consequently? In a study by the Northern Arizona University, most underage college students have easy access to alcohol, so lowering the drinking age could give younger students easier access. And lowering the drinking age would give high schoolers and even middle schoolers easier access to alcohol. 18 and 20-year-olds acquire the alcohol from the generation preceding them, so if they have access, then the generation following theirs has easier access by acquiring alcohol from those 18, 20-year-olds. So youth who are more closer to the age group are more likely to engage in underage drinking than they currently are. And if we compare America's drinking rates, underage drinking rates with other European countries' drinking rates, the same study from the Northern Arizona University says the European School Survey Project on alcohol and other drugs revealed that majority of these countries have higher percentages of youth who report heavy alcohol use and drinking to intoxication than the United States. So as shown from other countries, although they have a lower age group with access to alcohol, they use it much more heavily and intoxicate themselves more often than the youth of the same age group in the United States. So, as shown, the proposed policy further increases the availability of alcohol to the younger generations, ages 18 to 20, and there's a direct relationship between age and alcohol consumption. So, a report by the National Institutes of Health titled Underage Drinking. Underage drinkers consume on average 4 to 5 drinks per occasion, about 5 times a month. By comparison, drinkers aged 26 and older consume 2 to 3 drinks per occasion, about 9 times a month. So the correlation is the younger the person, the more likely they are to drink irresponsibly and binge drink. Binge drinking meaning they drink at least 5 times in one sitting. And consequently, underage drinking leads to higher mortality rates. From the same study by the National Institutes of Health, underage drinking is the leading contributor to death from injuries, which are the main cause of death for people under the age of 21. Each year, approximately 5,000 persons under the age of 21 die from causes related to underage drinking. These deaths include 1,600 homicides and 300 suicides. So as previously stated, underage drinkers are more likely to binge drink, and it is known how alcohol may impair rational thinking. So this alcohol-related death rate is a direct cause of underage drinking.